Hey guys, okay, now what we want to do here, because currently I'm doing a bit of a comp on the four biggest oil companies, or the four better ones that are available to buy, because oil's actually very, very, very cheap at the moment. Crude absolutely collapsed. It's the 21st of April 2021, and we're in the midst of a major issue with coronavirus, COVID-19, global shutdown, total production stop. We've got medical health, absolute chaos at the moment. New Zealand's just come out of lockdown after a month, 26 days. It will be one full month by the time we go down to level 3 from level 4. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. But there's lots of dramas. Oil's crashing because there's a massive global oversupply now because nobody's using fuel or oil. There's no production globally. Very, very limited. So what I want to do is I want to do, I'm doing a comp, so I'll go to that page quickly. So I'm checking out BP, Chevron, Exxon Mobil and Oxy, so four big oil companies. I've done I'm putting all the comps together now. Financial stability, profitability, dividend payout ratio, dividend yield, and so at the moment I'm calculating the total earnings per share for the year for four payments. And then I'm working out the dividend payout percentage. So what that dividend payout percentage is a percentage of the total net operating earnings supplied from the company that's made. So after all their profits are made, and they've gotten their net earnings before they've done all their taxes and everything, they haven't spent on anything else, so they've got a pool of cash. So some companies reward their customers by paying out a dividend, and it's with this money. So what you want to do is you want to work out the percentage of that money that's available. How much is that going to the stockholders, the shareholders? So that actually is very important, because you don't want that percentage too high, because it's too risky. And I'm currently comparing these four companies to see what they're actually paying out. So currently I've just worked out Oxy's. So I'm now going to do Exxon Mobil's. So basically you've got to go to a like Yahoo or something like that, and I'll bring up calculator eventually. Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to add up the total. First of all, we'll put in an Exxon, which is the Exxon Mobil. So we'll bring them up. Okay, and we're basically looking for two things. First of all, the first step is, as you can see, their earnings have not been met to date. So they're looking like they're going backwards. So we can only do an estimate because they don't have 4 quarters in. So first of all, they missed their first target, and it was 0.55. Gee, that's really hard to read. It's pathetic. Actually, I'm going to go into the earnings sheet and go to EPS actual. So that's the actual earnings that it made. So this gives us 4 anyway. So what we want to do is get our little calculator up here, and we're going to basically take these 4 items. I'll see if I can highlight them so it makes it easy for you to see. Oh, come on, man. Okay, so that shades them out so it's easier to identify. So we've got 0.55 plus 0.61 plus 0.67 plus 0.41 equals, so that's 2.24. So you'd get that so you just remember that 2.24, go back to the main page, back a page. So I'll just remember that and cancel it. So that should be able to, yep, okay. So what we need to do here is up the top here in forward dividend and yield, we've got this number here, which is a 3.48. Okay, so 3.48. So what we do is put in 3.48 and divide that by our memory 2.24, and that comes out at 1.55. Okay, so that's 155% of, so they're actually giving, so they're that's 155% of those earnings. So that's quite a dangerous position to be in. So when you compare, I'll do the, so we've got total EPS of 2.25. Memory was 2.24. I'll put that in here, 2.24. And the dividend payout percentage, because I've already put this dividend payout ratio, go back to Yahoo, is 3.48. 3.48. I'll delete these two. And basically I'll carry this formula up. So it's 155% of the earnings, so more by half again. So therefore they're borrowing money to pay the dividends out to the shareholders, which is not a good place to be. And if you have a look at Exxon's, let's go back in and have a look. I don't know, but let's have a look. We'll go into Exxon here, and it pretty much gives you a graph. And you can see that their borrowings are going up. And that means that they could be, not sure, taking on debt, borrowing money to keep that payment stable so people don't dump the share price. And that's a dangerous game to play. Very dangerous, because it's more than what they're earning. So what else are they doing? You know what I mean? So that's quite a scary situation when you look at that. And I definitely know for a fact that this is, that Oxy is running at 23%. So let's just do Chevron, which is CVX. So I'll bring up CVX here. CVX. Okay, so look at their payment ratio of 5.16, so we'll put that in here, 5.16. Total EPS, so we'll work out what the 4 quarters of the total EPS, so we have to go to earnings because there's not a 4th quarter there. Oh, actually was there. They missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they have. So we've got 1.47, so let's bring our calc up and clear this and cancel. So we have 1.47 plus 1.77 1.77. Okay, cancel this. So 1.47 plus 1.77 plus 1.55 plus 1.49. 6.28, so remember that, memory plus and clear. And then the first number we had was 5.16, so 5.16 divided by memory equals 82%. So that's 82%. So hang on, let's go back to here. Let's get the tally in here, which was 6.28. So $6.28. Okay, and then we'll carry this percentage up. So 82% of the net earnings was paid out to shareholders. That's a lot. So at this stage, Oxy, yes, they've cut their payment back, but they are trying to keep their reserves either for tough times or for adding on to like their business, building their business without trying to sucker punch the shareholders in. So let's just go to BP and see what they're doing. So go to BP. Whoops. BP. Okay, so we've got the right one here. Yep. So we've got 2.52 here. Total earnings per share, we've got clear memory and cancel. So we've got 0.7 plus 0.84 plus 0.66 plus 0.76. So that's add memory plus escape. Go back up to the top here and you've got 2.5. Actually, we'll just put that total here. Memory 2.96. So $2.96 total for the year, and we'll put that into this box here. 2.96. Just check that's correct. Yes. Okay, so now we'll carry this formula here up, and that tells us that the 85% of their annual net income is going to shareholders. So as you can see, this one here is quite dangerous, in a dangerous position, I think. And these two here are quite high as well. This one's definitely paying out the least amount of their surplus cash to the shareholders, which actually is in this coming tough times, this is probably a good option. So in summary, that's how you work out the payout ratio, dividend payout percentage of earnings. So of the total earnings the company's made in profit, which is left for shareholders, 23% is going to shareholders, 77% is going to either investing into more like factories or wells or exploration or something to basically try and grow the business. The others are in a dangerous position. This one here, Exxon Mobil has to take on money to pay that share out. So 50%, 55% a year over the total amount that they're paying out to shareholders. They're borrowing in or adding more shares or something, doing something to the financing it, or somewhat. It's what they're doing is dangerous, in my opinion. So anyway, thanks for watching. That tells you how to calculate the dividend payout percentage in a company.